don't know if you can see my breath. It's currently about 35 degrees out right now. We just got about 6 inches of rain in the past, or 6 inches of snow in the past 2 days. So my FJ is actually too tall to fit in my garage with the rooftop tent, so it's just barely backed in here. So it's pretty cold. You just watched me rip out the whole interior in the back. So now we get to build it back up. We're gonna do drawers. We're gonna have a little bed right here, and we're gonna cut out these little tabs. That way we can have as much room as possible here in the FJ. And there's just really gonna be like 2 main drawers, and then maybe like a little tiny one right below the bed. That's the plan right now. Things will probably change. Here we go. As you can see, I built this entire project in my tiny one-car garage with very minimal tools. I used 1/2-inch plywood for the whole build to save on weight and cost. If you plan on making something like this, I would recommend going 3/4-inch plywood on the shell of the build and then going 1/2 inch on the drawers. While building and designing this system, I drew constant inspiration from Drew Sims. If you haven't seen any of his work, then definitely go check out his YouTube channel. He does amazing work both with travel and overland build. I unfortunately don't own a jigsaw and couldn't think of any other way to cut out this little section that I needed for the top of the platform other than the drill bit I had. While I'm not an expert woodworker by any means, I am not new to power tools and building simple wood items. I consider myself pretty safe and careful, but sometimes I don't think things through, and very, very expensive items fall, and they tend to fall hard. Luckily, everything was okay, and it was time to move on to the most tedious part, pocket holes. While drilling all these pocket holes was tedious and time consuming, I would recommend it to anyone who wants a seamless build quality in your projects. So the original plan for this was to make like a little drawer right here, but there's just not enough room with it just being like suicide doors. So it's gonna change. So I'm gonna cut this back more, and then I'm gonna build like a box with like a pull away shelf. You'll see. But plans change. See how it goes. While this box wasn't the original idea or plan, I actually appreciate the way it turned out and plan to eventually put foam and another shelf in there that I can pull out to throw all my camera equipment in. I knew I wanted to incorporate a cutting board into the build, and I had a little space that I designed right underneath the bed for it to go on. Just ordered it from Amazon and mounted it right up to this sliding shelf board. There's two reasons why I did not mount my drawers on slides. The first and main reason is because I just did not have the budget for slide drawers that long. I thought they wouldn't be that expensive. Turns out they are very expensive to hold that kind of weight. And the second thing is I built it all out of 1/2 inch, and I think to add drawer slides, you need to add a 3/4 inch plywood. You'll want to skip forward the next couple seconds if you do not want to see my butt as I try to get in the most uncomfortable position to screw these pocket screws in. I was just going to do it from the outside, but I'd already gone this far and I wanted to make it seamless. And this was also very important because this tied everything in and held the whole structure up from bending from side to side. One of the final parts was stain. I decided to stain the entire thing black and then the drawers brown to match the cutting board from the outside. I still have to add finish, but the stain turned out very, very nice. So that pretty much wraps up the build. I had a super fun time building this. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I have just a few more things. I got to put finish stain on it, and I have a few more things coming in from Amazon, but I'm really happy with the way this thing turned out. I will be doing a full tour once I get everything, all the last little bits organized within the next few weeks, so be looking out for that. If you guys have any questions about the build, anything that I did, or anything that you would add that you want to leave, just leave them in the comments. I'll answer them either within the next video or in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.